Hi guys, I'm Nox, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a working light bulb. So you want to go over here to Gadgets, and press Other Gadgets, next page, Trigger Volume. Spawn that in right there. You go to Gizmos, or Other Chips, not Gizmos, and then State Machine. Spawn that in there, and then you're going to need two states. One here, one there. And then you go to wiring, connect this one down to here, connect state 1 to the state 2, and state 2 to state 1. After that, go to configure, press on state 1, and you want to set it to one value, and the name to on. For the second one, go straight to state name and name it off. Then you need to go spawn in your light bulb, which is right there. And I'm gonna turn mine so that I can see it. And you're gonna wire the when entering zone to the enable and the on and off to the val 1. Once you're done doing that, it should turn on and off. But if you want noise when you do it, you need to go to your other chips and you go to SFX chip. I'm gonna put this up here. You wire the play sound to your on change and then configure it. And we're gonna do sparkle. And whenever you touch it, it should play. Make sure to press interrupt current sound so it plays when you turn it on and off. Hold on. And that's it. Oh, this is what it should look like. This is what it should look like when you're done. If you want it cleaner, you can move this right here so it's not all crossing each other. And it should easily work. That's everything. Okay, bye guys.
Hi guys, my name's Art, and welcome back to another tutorial. Okay, so today we are going to be working on states and the basic of samplers. Now, with samplers, they're an audio device which you can use to record audio, record your voice, record music, use your soundboard, record stuff on your soundboard. It's a whole thing. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to your open palette. You want to go to gadgets. You want to go to other gadgets. You want to go to sampler. Now, this little thing right here will be your audio device. Now, press this. It will start recording, and you can record anything you want. There you go. That works. Now you have your audio in this little sampler thing. Now, the way you use your audio device or your sampler is you want to go to your little maker pin menu here and go to config. Now, these numbers right here, you can see them better with wire. Play on signal, pause on signal, stop on signal, volume, and playback speed. Now, these are the things you use to either play, pause, stop, make it louder, make it lower, or make the speed of your voice go faster, like screechy voice or deeper. Now, we're going to start with volume here. Click on it with config, and it will pop up right here. Now, 1, lowest, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, highest. You can also go into the negatives, but that'll just make it really, really loud. Now, we're going to have it on 0. Playback speed. Now, make it go up, makes it go higher, lower, and I can show you this while I'm showing you how to use play, pause, and stop. Now, you're going to get to these three. These three are your main friends. So, go here, go to props, and you want to spawn in a button. Spawn in 3. Now, if you don't want to use buttons, that's completely fine. You don't have to use buttons. Buttons are not really usable for these two, mainly for playback. But if you want to lower down your audio, config, press your volume, make it go up, make it go down. If you don't want to use the button for pause, play, and stop, that's fine. You don't need to. But you can still use config for it. Play on signal. If you turn it to 1, it'll play your audio. If you want to use playback speed, see? It'll make it squeakier. And if you don't want that, it'll go lower. Now, okay, we're gonna stop this. You don't need to always use config. Wire. Grab your wire on play on signal and drag it to this little button right here. Now, if we bring this button up, this button is now connected to play. If you click on it, it'll play its sound. Now, to pause, you could also use config, like I said, but config is not a good use for pause at all. Buttons, spawn in the button like I said. Wiring, connect your wire to pause on signal, place it here. Now, let's say, right, I have my playback speed here. Let's have it 15, right? And let's say, right, I detach my button's wire. No, I can't get it because it's locked. If I detach my button's wire and then config this to 1, it'll keep playing, but it's paused. Now, if you want to start it up again, you're gonna have to have a button connected to it. Wiring, back onto your play. It's paused, and it'll play on its exact spot. Now, your stop button stops the audio. So, wire onto this button right here, and it will stop it. To show this, I will take off the wiring on 1 again and have it continue playing. Wait, I can't do it because this button's in the way. It stopped. To continue it again, connect your wire back to your button and it will continue playing. Okay, one thing I want to teach about is your sampler is your audio channels. Now, these are dependent on your audio and your settings. So voices, for example, this one, if you turn it down, you won't be able to hear it if the audio channel is set to voice. Music is this one right here. If you set your music down, you won't be able to hear it because it's set to the music channel. Sound effects and an ambience is the same thing. 2D audio, if you're anywhere in the room, you could hear it. But with 3D audio, if this is not set on, you'll have 3D audio. That means you have to get close to it to actually hear it. Okay. Voices are the loudest one on the audio channel. So let's say, for example, let's config this. Let's put this to 1. Don't mind what it says. I just said whatever. Now, if we go back, we go to config, we go to ambience, it's really low. Music, low as well. Sound effects is medium-ish high, and then volume, and then voice is the loudest one. That is the basics of stapler or sampler. Now, if we move over here, we are going to be learning states. Now, states is something that you use to make music or whatever audio longer, or you can make it repeat, you can make it go as long as you want it to, but that requires more audio samplers. Now, to do this, we're going to go here. We're going to go to gadgets, other chips, and your state machine. This is your motherboard. Always remember this. This is your main thing that you need. And these are your little chips. Now, to turn these on, or for them not to look gray, what we are going to do, wire, and always wire your first one to the first one. Always wire state to the first state chip that you have here. Now, this one goes to this one. This one goes to this one. And as many as you have, how many samplers you have, it's how many states you have. Keeps on going and going, but always make sure your state goes back to the beginning. See? It's going to start freaking out like this because you don't have a button connected to it. Open your palette. Props, button. Spawn this in. Go back to gadgets because you're going to need to get a sampler, but not right now. Wire this. Now wire when button is pressed, wire it to activate. This is where it's wired to. Let's just stretch these out so you can see what I'm doing. Now, as you can see, the button is connected to this activate right here. Now if you press the button, it will go, but it will always come back to this one. Go to config and you are going to name this one hold. You don't need to, but it is to show where it starts, because if you mess something up, for example, you don't know which one is which, naming it will be optional in this situation. Now, what you want to do is create your samplers. So go to other gadgets, 2 samplers, and we're going to create these 5 seconds. To make these 5 seconds, just say anything you want in these 5 seconds. It doesn't really matter. Just save this, and we're also going to do the same thing for this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save that. Now you have your samplers. These are the things you want to use for when you record, as I stated with that one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to wire, and we're going to connect play on signal to on enter. Now, what you want to do is go to config, click on one of these state chips, and minute time in state is what you want to use. As long as your music is, or as long as your audio or whatever the fuck you make it, it will need to be the exact amount of number. So mine was 5 or 6 seconds, so we're going to do 6. And we're going to do it for this one as well. 6. And we're also going to do it for this one. 6. Now, all your chips are set. All you want to do is click on your button. Just say anything you want in these 5 seconds. It doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it'll go back to hold. Now, to stop this, what you want to do is go back here, go back to props, spawn another button, wire this button to reset. Now, if we press this button, just say anything you want in these 5 seconds. It doesn't really matter. If you press this button, it'll go back to the first chip that it was on. Push this again. This has a 6 second on it. Forgot 6 seconds. It will go back to this one. Press. Just say anything you want in these 5 seconds. It doesn't really matter. Reset. And yeah, that's how you make your audios. Now, if you want to make it longer, I could show you how. Here, gadgets, other chips, more states. It's now longer. What you want to do is disconnect this one from this one. So I'll go like this. It'll disconnect. Connect. No. Connect. Connect this to this. Connect you to you. Connect you to you. Connect this all the way back to the start. And it will play.
Just say anything you want in these
That will
5
play.
seconds. It doesn't really matter.
You add more samplers as long as you
1,
need.
2,
2, 3, 4, 5. And it'll go to this one.
2, 3, 4, 5.
It'll go all the way this way. And it will go back to 1. You can look at what I've done here. Connects all together. And that's how you use samplers. I'm done here.